Those mums need to get home as well. You know, they got.
Well, that's
they got
yeah. I
kids
also
to
feel
take
bad
to
because they
school.
wait for so long, and
Yes.
you want to be quick, but you're like, I also want to give you the time because you've just waited an hour
Yeah.
for me to sign my book, which is out. Leave me alone.
You've got a book out as well, dude. You're doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So how much of the book did you write? Like just the blurb or?
Fuck you. I get asked this every time.
I'm
No,
sure
I
you
know.
wrote it. The only reason I asked is because a lot of
all the YouTubers
books,
have ghostwriters.
All the YouTubers.
Yeah, they all deny it. Like
Yeah.
Zoella was like, I wrote this. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
she didn't. She's written none of her books.
Yeah.
But no, so I initially started writing this because it's about my childhood. I've got, triplet
Yeah.
brothers. Like I had an epic, like two of the best parents. It was so fun. And when you go through radio, I was in a bit of a dark place. So I just decided to start writing stories and just going back into that time.
you wrote it like way before you even had a
Yeah.
book.
So I had no intention of publishing a book
Right.
as
That's
soon as
cool.
I did. So I started writing, and then when the profile grew,
Yeah.
you can market anything. So the publishers were like, oh, yeah, do you want to write a book? I was like, yeah, well, I've started.
Yeah.
And so it took me 4 years to get, they wanted 70,000 words.
It's a lot.
Ugh. I got to 54,000. I was like, I've just got nothing else.
How many pages is that? I don't
256.
I don't really do books. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just,
Oof.
yeah.
I
But
could smash that.
It was like
day.
heaps. Is
I
that
reckon.
a big book,
such a-
Ruben? He
I love-
laughed
I love
and like it
reading.
wasn't a big book.
It's not a big book. It's not a tiny book either,
Yeah.
but it's.
Yeah,
I just
it's like-
laughed at the fact that Luke has no idea what a book is. Yeah.
No, I just like I don't know how many words books are.
Like you're reading like
I don't sit there and
Lord of the
count.
Rings,
You
where it's
nerd.
like 5 trilogies and it's 7,000 pages long.
Man, for Luke,
do you
anything
do
that
that?
doesn't have pictures is a big book.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm the same. I think the only books. This is an embarrassing admission, but my brothers are 5 years younger, and the mum read Harry Potter to them.
Yeah.
and I would sit there. Mum, like as a 16-year-old, I couldn't be bothered reading Harry Potter, so I had my mother read it to me. You know,
Yeah,
like-
but I mean that's just Audible now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, good
like
point.
most
Oh, yeah.
adults are like that now, just listening to books.
Yeah.
It is. I like reading, but it's hard. It's hard. It's
It
hard
puts
to
me to
do.
sleep.
I just prefer the audio as a medium. I listen to podcasts instead of reading.
Yeah, I had to record the audio version. It was 20 hours.
Oh, so you did
Over
one for
like
Audible.
a week.
Yeah.
How long does that? How long does it take? That would be really
20
hard.
It was
You just said 20 hours.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's
Your
going
ears
on.
painted on? What's
Yeah, no,
happening?
Stop
they're
it.
asleep.
no, so I did. It was 2 days. And you're
Yeah,
just
and
in a room
how many
for-
days
for-
was that?
Yeah, so, yeah, 2 days. Send
So,
some help.
but how? I've always wondered with audiobooks, how long does it take? Because you obviously can't read 100 pages in one go. So how many pages can you
only
read
do an
before
hour
you
at
have
a
to
time.
cut?
No, I did 4 hours, had a lunch break, another 4 hours.
Yeah. Like a 4-hour take is.
Yeah, you just sit there and you just read it out loud.
Oh, and
but
then they cut out your silences, or
no, so this was the
Wait,
weird
there's a
part.
script in front of you. How
I
do
mean,
you...
it's the book. Just reading the book. Just
Yeah, is
word
there any
for
times
word.
where you stuffed up?
Yeah, so initially to get into the groove, and I felt so bad for the audio producer because what a punish to have to edit. But
Oh,
they
yeah.
sit there and listen, and they just they hit a space bar every time you stuff up, so it marks their audio. But I got pretty good toward the end. But they want you to read because everyone was excited to hear it how I am, which is a bit over the shoulder.
yeah, I wouldn't want you to read it like the Bible.
That's
you
how
know?
they want you to read it. So I had to read it like this. And then the other day I went and did the things and really slowly.
I feel like for a funny, because it'd be a funny book. I feel like I would prefer it be read like you.
Yeah. So, but they didn't want that. But they did raise a good point. It's because it can be really distracting to listen to.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
the sort of the softer and quieter and the
Maybe for 4 hours that would be a
Dude,
bit.
last week I did one of the weirdest things I've ever done. I got asked to do this Calm sleep app comedy recording.
Oh.
So it's like a kind of like ASMR stories told by comedians just before bed, and you have to start off and you have to be like, "Welcome,
Yeah.
I'm Luke Kidgel, and today I'm going to tell you." So, and it's a bit funny. It's a bit of fun. Actually, that's what it is. It's
a
like
bit
the
of
end
fun.
episode. It's
Not
a bit of
funny.
fun.
because
bit
it's
of fun.
nothing like who you are.
Well, because I told this story about the person listening if they got cast as The Bachelor, but they shouldn't have been there.
Right.
Right.
That's perfect for you.
Yeah, and then I told this other one about how I started an empire called the Well Gym, and I took over all the gyms in the world, and then in the
Also
end
perfect for
I
you.
went bankrupt and all this stuff, and it has to go for 30 minutes, so I did 2 of them, but the whole time it was just all improv, but you have so much time to think because you're like, and then
Oh,
I
you
hear the
just
sound.
made it up for half an hour.
100%.
Wow.
That's
I had
great.
a brief arc I kind of thought about in the
Yeah.
car on the way in, because I was like to the guy when I came in, I was like, man, I didn't write anything. Was I supposed to? And he's like, nah, brother, just get in there and we'll feel it out. And I
That's
was like, okay.
Was he just
but I felt
looking-
awkward at first because like,
Yeah.
I don't have a cool voice. Hi. I could not
Well,
get to sleep while listening to
People
this.
are going to fall asleep, hopefully, 10 minutes into your story.
I think
right?
it's more of you. It's more for if you can't sleep and you don't want to be
Yeah.
woken up by a podcast. I think that's the appeal, and then you go,
Yeah.
"Oh, now we'll sleep."
Were they just
I think
looking
that's the-
for comedians whose jokes would just put everyone to sleep? Is that why they got you in?
oh,
Yeah.
They didn't hit me up.
Yeah,
okay.
but all these like full on big people did it, like Rob Mills, and he like
Really?
Frenchie. I asked Frenchie about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh man, did you just make it up?" He's like, "Yeah, mate."
Just hang
go
on.
in
Does
there."
Frenchie have the best voice
I
to
was
fall asleep?
just gonna
to?
say,
"How you
Yeah,
going,
yeah,
guys?"
yeah. How does he? I just
Hope
wanted
you're
to
all
see
relaxed.
how he's calm and sort of quiet.
Like, you just gotta talk quietly, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I felt kind of weird at first, and then I just got into it, and
Yeah.
I was just like saying stuff, and I was like, I'd say stuff, and it'd make me laugh, and I'd be like, classic. Like I'd be
That is
giggling
good.
at
I love
myself.
that. I love
So
that.
is it going to be a separate app or is it on the Calm app?
I don't know. It's an app that
Like
Max
that.
is making.
Have you not listened back to
Okay.
it? Oh, it's not out
No,
yet.
I don't know. I'm probably never gonna. I bet you it was something I'll forget about, and then in a year's time, I'm gonna message someone going, "Listen to you before bed the other night," and I'll be like, "Why?" And then
Yeah.
they'll be like, "You're on The Bachelor."
Or because Frenchie was too loud?
Yeah.